8 holes on my dick. Is it natural? Wide? Is it thick? Checks in my pocket and my kicks.
What's up, guys? It's Froggy Ass, and I haven't made a lot of videos lately. Been busy with school and stuff. But there's no excuse for my fans. I love you guys. But today, we have this young gentleman over here named Daniel V. Flad.
Tic Tac, bro.
Daniel V. Flad. Okay. So, Daniel.
What's up?
Over the past couple months, there's been a lot of things going on in our country as far as injustices and disparities and stuff. So, how do you feel about that?
Well, pretty tough.
Can you go more in depth into that, please?
Some people out there, they one specific person, pretty powerful man. He's been inciting some violence from some pretty crazy people.
I agree.
Just culminated a few days ago.
Yeah.
Attack on the Capitol, but it's pretty crazy out here.
Do you approve or disapprove of Trump in office over the since the pandemic started, like all the social justice and things like that?
Yeah, it's pretty. I would give him an F- grade on that. He literally has not done a single thing right. He's just deflected every single time, and he hasn't really addressed any issues, basically, to be honest.
Do you think by him not saying Black Lives Matter into his opponent Biden saying Black Lives, like he supports Black Lives Matter, do you think that like portrays Donald Trump as like racist, or do you think like how do you feel about that?
Donald Trump, he plays the hand that he's given. He doesn't really have why he doesn't say Black Lives Matter is because his base is filled with racists that don't believe in that, so he doesn't say it.
Okay.
But 20 years ago or something, he wanted to run for president as a Democrat, so he switches his sides to what gives him the most popularity, so he's just playing to his base right now.
So he's a phony?
Yeah.
Okay. And another question. How do you feel now that the Democrats control the president,
yeah, pretty crazy,
the Senate, and the House, which is crazy because, Trump did make America great again by handing losing
the Senate.
By losing the Senate, the House, and the presidency. I didn't think they were going to win the Senate either. I thought Democrats were going to win. Warnock, I figured he was going to win against Loeffler, but Ossoff, he proved me wrong. So, congrats to the Dems for winning everything. So
they got no excuses.
Yeah, now that they have no excuses, how do you feel about stimulus checks? Like, do you feel that they should be $600, or do you think they should be $2,000, like President-elect Biden said?
If we're being serious, they should be probably a lot more than that. But yeah,
more than 2,000. Yeah,
there should be at the very least 2,000 because people can't pay for nothing, and jobs in general just don't pay enough.
Especially depending on which state you live in too.
Thanks. Living, I don't know, down in the South, you get $7.25. That's not enough. That's not enough. You can get 3 packs of bubblegum with that.
Yeah, maybe up north.
Yeah, bad.
Our taxes are so high here, bruh.
I know.
But the thing about having high taxes in New York is that like we all benefit off of it, like because we can use it off Medicare.
Roads.
We use it for roads. We use it for schooling system, even though school is not the best, but I think that if we were to invest money into our school, like, we should give kids more options to, like, what electives they want to choose from.
Yeah, we don't really have no say. It's just...
There's no reason why I should be forced to take geometry, bruh, if I don't want to use it ever in life.
Algebra 2? Nah.
Yeah. But,
yeah, they got no excuses, though.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
I mean, they've been saying and making all these promises,
So now it's time to see them come true.
Yeah.
So, do you think the Democrats should focus on impeaching Trump or getting the stimulus checks out first?
I don't know. I think stimulus checks first because that's a more pressing issue. And Trump, well, obviously you want to impeach him so he can't run in 4 years.
I agree.
But, I mean,
because 71 million was a lot of people, or 74, whichever it was. Because that's a lot of people right there. But now that things are starting to change and people are becoming more aware and open to social injustice. How do you feel about being American? Like, you personally, how do you feel about being American?
Like you just said, there's 71 million people who think the other way. So I think people are too uninformed, and they're unwilling. They're willfully ignorant because they don't care. They don't wanna learn outside their bubble. That's why.
Well,
And it's mainly, the problem is that most of the 71 million or more, they have nothing to gain by Trump. Like, the Republicans are not their friends at all. It's just they've been played into thinking that they are their friends when the Republicans, they don't care about them at all.
So let me ask you this. As far as like demographic wise, we know that rich people only support Trump because it like builds their base because they're rich and they don't want to pay like, the taxes.
No taxes.
So for people, if you go off into like the country, for example, and like you'll see like these very small rural areas and houses like all beat up and stuff like that. Why do you think people who tend to live like that support Trump, knowing that the $400,000 tax plan won't affect them?
Because of the American dream, because everyone thinks that they can be something. So then they think, what if I get $400,000? Do I really want that tax?
But what are the odds of those 71 million people all making over $400,000?
It's not going to happen.
It's very small, right? I 100% agree. So I think that is very ignorant, and there's no reason, if you're living in a shack, why you should be worried about $400,000 tax plan, bro.
Problem is though, it's not like Biden's any better. He's still a crook.
Yeah.
And just the Democratic Party in general is not.
Well, both parties suck. Yeah. Let me establish that first. You know, I personally, you guys know, I'm part of Falcon, but like that's not established yet. Like, I don't agree with both of the parties, but I would consider myself more of a moderate liberal. How about you?
I would consider myself left-leaning.
Left-leaning?
Yeah.
It's just lately, for our generation, it just seems like things tend to affect us more than like older generations. So I just feel like that's why our generation is more involved into things like this. And like we have no choice. Like it seems like the younger generation is all starting to become like moderates and liberals and stuff like that. So
that's true, but there's still a lot of conservative.
I agree, but like most of those kids are either brainwashed by their parents or they grew up in money, so that's all they know and that's all they care about. They're not open to
You know Christian Walker on TikTok?
No, who's that?
The son of Herschel Walker, that gay kid. You don't know him? He's like,
I think I do.
He's a mega Trumpy, bro.
He is?
Yeah. That man's funny as hell, but he's like, obviously he's the son of Herschel Walker, and so he's loaded. And Herschel Walker, he's got CTE, so he's friends with Trump. But the whole, you know, when you grow up in wealth, you obviously don't want that to leave. So
yeah,
I don't know.
But yeah, so do you feel being American? Do you think that makes you patriotic? You've heard of something.
What?
Like, do you feel proud to be an American? Like, how do you personally feel?
I don't know. I can't really say I'm proud, but I can't really say that I hate this country. It's still my country.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I don't hate this country, but like, I despise this country for what it does to other people who are not straight white male in this country. Okay. But as much as I'm not agreeing with America right now, I still like the advantages of, you know, getting to go to school and not having to worry about being attacked by like foreign countries and stuff like that, and not having like terrorists every day. Even though we did see terrorists 3 days ago,
we did be seeing terrorists.
Like
Ahmaud Arbery.
6 days ago. What?
Ahmaud Arbery, the dude who got lynched.
Oh yeah. Wait, is lynching considered terrorist? Oh yeah, it is. I think it is. Yeah, it is. Yep. That's another good point you brought up. I forgot about that. But yeah, it's just
dude went inside an abandoned home, and they accused him of stealing tools. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, things are very wild in this country. But if you had the opportunity and you had money to travel, would you live in another country, or would you still choose to live in America?
Nah, I'd still choose to live here, probably.
You would?
especially if I had money. America is very generous to people of wealth in this country.
I agree with that, but if you were to go over, if you have traveled recently to other countries, personally from my experience, you would notice that other countries tend to be more open about people
Unless
who
you're in
have
China,
money.
dude.
Yeah, unless you're in China, because then like they're racist and Muslims
Oh.
and Muslim.
No.
What?
I don't want to hear it.
What do you mean you don't wanna hear it?
I don't want to hear it.
Right. China has to be some of the most racist people toward black people, bro.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Bro, I literally watched the video.
You watched the video. You watched
Yeah,
the
I watched the
video. One video.
Huh?
That's not
Oh.
indicative of an
So
entire
what
race.
they're, what they're doing, the Muslims over there isn't bad either, Daniel?
Nope. That didn't happen.
Huh?
That didn't happen.
See, he's denying it.
No.
He's denying his heritage,
Nah.
just like a Confederate would. But
What are you talking? What are you talking about, a Confederate, dude?
but yeah, I would just say like Canada's like a way better country to live in than
I
America.
guess.
I don't know if you've been there
If
or
you
not.
could get in, if you could get into like Norway or Sweden or one of those places. that'd be
Switzerland is a
good.
great country. If
Switzerland,
you
yeah.
guys could ever go live in
That's
a
because it's all
foreign
white
country,
though.
huh?
That's because it's all white though.
No, they actually have a lot of like it's obviously it's predominantly white, but like when I went over there, they have like a lot of different
You went
ethnicities.
there, bro?
Yeah,
Oh,
for the year trip.
yeah, whatever. That was your trip.
But yeah, they have a lot of different ethnic groups, and they have free healthcare, and they have high taxes, and they have high minimum wage. But like the high taxes, they all like play a certain role and
Taxes are
stuff like
taking
that.
away our freedoms. No, okay.
You sound like Trump right now, bro.
Imagine being a libertarian. I couldn't be me.
I don't even know what that is. Explain
It's
that.
just they don't want no government.
They don't
They
want
don't
government?
want taxes. They think that if there's something that's needed, the people will provide it. Like if there's a road, like so there's no public roads.
Okay.
So if there's a road that needs to be made, the people will make the road.
With no money, how are they supposed to make that road? It's just supposed to happen.
Make the road.
So are
And then they would charge it probably, and then for example, the people would make firefighting companies to fight fires, probably for charge. So
for charge?
yeah,
So being a libertarian basically sucks. Pretty
yeah.
much is what he's saying, guys. So
Basically the same thing, because a lot of libertarians they're mostly conservative.
yeah. So pretty much with you guys, I'm not here to tell you guys what to do or nothing like that. But we're going into a new age. We're in the 2020s now. So
That's crazy.
yeah, it's crazy. But now it's time for our generation to make a change, and there's nothing wrong with being a conservative because I have some conservative views, like when it comes to like starting like your own business or stuff like that. Like you should like go 110% at that. But like I also feel like obviously like I'm more left leaning because my math, for example. But like a lot of Republicans and conservatives just tend not to look forward into the future, where liberals like JFK himself said they tend to focus on the future and stuff like that. So that's why I put myself.
I wanted to place troops in Vietnam.
Okay, besides that, he actually wanted to pull him out. That's why they killed him, bro.
No.
It was an inside job. It was an inside job by the government. But we can save
Maybe.
that. We can save
Probably
that
not.
discussion. We can save that discussion for another video. But to you guys out there, I just hope you guys are doing well in life. And I know things are very tough. And 2021 has been crazy within the first week and a half. So let's just wish for a better 2021 and stay positive.
Sure.